Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Katie Lay, and we are the Wesley Bell Ringers. I'd like to thank you for joining us this afternoon. I know that the holidays are often a busy and stressful time, so I invite you to rest, set aside your worries, and let the music invoke feelings of joy and peace. Thank you very much. Am I good? Hello? You guys hear? Okay. I was getting a strange signal from the back. I'd like to tell you a little bit about how our choir started and what we've been doing since then. Our choir was founded in 1963 by Ed Duncan, who was serving as the youth director of this church at the time. He felt that his teenagers didn't have enough to do, so he managed to convince 9 of them to spend their summer selling hoagie sandwiches in order to raise enough money to buy our first set of handbells. They bought 25 bells and played them for the first time on Christmas Eve of 1963. Since that time, over 480 teenagers have participated in the program. We have been invited to perform with various interfaith groups. We've been invited to perform with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. We were invited to perform with Kurt Bester on a couple of occasions. And most recently, we were invited by the Piano Guys to join them on their latest album. We rang one piece with them, and they also did a YouTube video of it. So in your program, you can see our website listed somewhere at the bottom. I don't know. I think it's page 3. Our website is there, and if you go to that website on the home page, that video is embedded, and you can watch that. And it was a really incredible experience for us to participate in, and the video has been well received, and it's really fun. So I encourage you to check that out. Later on in the program, I'm going to tell you more about the instruments that we use, and about our ringers, and about some of our traditions and all that. So we hope that you enjoy. This next piece is Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Thank you. I'm going to take a moment now to tell you about the instruments that we use. We play a 6-octave set of Malmark English handbells. That's the bronze bell that you've heard for most of the program so far. They range in size from the G2, which looks and sounds like this, and weighs 20 pounds at the beginning of the concert. It's a good one. To the A8, which looks and sounds like this, and never weighs anything ever. We play a 5-octave set of Malmark hand chimes. These are the rectangular chime that you will see during the program. The largest of these is also the G2, which looks and sounds like this, and is essentially a metal 2x4. We play a 2-octave set of Schulmerich silver melody bells, which you'll hear later in the program, and they look and sound like this. They have a little bit of a different timbre, so we use them to bring out melody lines. We also play a 2-octave set of Whitechapel cup bells. These are from England, and they look and sound like this. Again, we use these to bring out melody lines, but in a softer, gentler way. In the back, we have our percussion station. There's a variety of instruments up there. She has orchestra chimes on her right. On her left is a set of Pettit and Fritzen handbells from Holland, and they sound like this. I call those handbells because they indeed used to have a handle and clapper mechanism like our Malmarks do, but they are no longer manufactured. So as they broke, and we repaired them as well as we could, and then they broke again and broke, rather than lose that sound, we decided to strip them down and hang them from a carillon so we can still use them. In front of Pamela is an instrument that is unique to the Wesley Bell Ringers called the boomagong, and it looks and sounds like this. Do it one more time, a little louder. It's my favorite. It was made for the choir in its early years before they manufactured the largest bass bells that we have. Someone who heard the choir wanted to give us a deeper sound, so he made it for us, sort of as a test run to see if he could sell them later on. From what we understand, that didn't work out so well, but we are super excited about it. This next piece will be directed by our assistant director, Anna Nelson. The Wesley Bell Ringers rehearse for 4 hours a week, an hour and a half on Tuesday nights and 2.5 hours on Sunday nights. In the spring and fall, we go on a rehearsal retreat weekend to Camp Pinecliff up past Heber, Colville, and we take all of our equipment and we set it up and we practice for a weekend. We also eat and sleep and have fun, but there's a lot of practice. And then in the winter time, during Christmas, we perform throughout northern Utah. Usually we perform for nursing homes or care centers. We do private parties occasionally, and then we perform at churches all around. And then in the summertime, in the month of June, we go on a 2-week performance tour to a different area of the United States or Canada. Last year we did the Southwest, and this year we are going to do the Midwest. We're going to stop and see Mount Rushmore and Devil's Tower. We're going to spend some time in Chicago. We're going to see House on the Rock. Lots of fun stuff. The headwaters of the Mississippi, which I'm kind of excited for. Lots of fun stuff along the way. And then we fundraise year-round. Those hoagie sandwiches that I told you about earlier lasted up through when I was in the choir, at which point it had evolved to Super Bowl Sunday. So we did wings and veggie trays and sandwiches and all that jazz. And now we do a Valentine's Day dinner and dance for the church and the surrounding community, where we hire a band and the kids serve dinner, parents cook dinner, and it's our small way of hosting the people who support us throughout the year. We also sell rummage. So all year round, we collect donations of unwanted items from the church and the surrounding community, and we pack them in the basement. We stack everything really well. We're awesome at Tetris. And then twice a year, we haul it all up, set it all out, and sell it, usually back to people who donated to us in the first place. It's a beautiful, beautiful circle we've got going on. Another way we raise money is we solicit a free will offering at all of our programs, which is what this has all been leading up to. During this next piece, our ushers will be passing offering plates to you. You're under no obligation to donate, but if you have been so moved to support us in this way, we would greatly appreciate it. This next piece is called Festal Dance. I'd like to take a quick moment to answer any questions that you may have about our ringers, our program, our music, our instruments, anything. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Our ringers, she asked what ages you can be to participate in the program. It's 9th grade through your freshman year of college. We also have a very robust handbell program here at Christ United Methodist Church. We have an adult bell choir, so once you're too old for the Wesleys and your wrists and elbows start to give out, we pass you on to the adult bell choir. We have an adult bell choir that's very fun to play in. We also have a 7th and 8th grade handbell choir, and we have a 5th and 6th grade chime choir. So a lot of ways to be involved no matter what age you are. Next question. Yes. She asked what my favorite place that I have played in. A couple. We performed when I was in the choir at Cathedral of the Pines, National Monument, and it was incredible. Just one of the coolest things I've ever done. And 2 tours ago, we performed at the George Washington National Masonic Memorial in Alexandria. And we were in a gorgeous stone theater, beautiful acoustics. It was just a really special place to play. So those, I think, are my 2. I've never been asked that before. It's cool. Anyone else? All right. What's next? This next piece is an arrangement of Let All Mortal Flesh Keep Silence. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank you again for choosing to spend your afternoon with us. We love performing, obviously, so we're happy that we got to do it for so many people this afternoon. If you have friends or family who couldn't make it and who would be interested in hearing us, we have another performance tonight, as well as one next Friday at 7:30. And if you are looking for a place to worship on Christmas Eve, Christ United Methodist Church has services all day, and ranging from child-friendly services to an 11 p.m. Candlelight service, for which we provide the music. So if you would like to hear us again or pass our information along to somebody else, we would very much appreciate that. We have for sale in the back some 50th anniversary CDs, which feature recordings from the life of the choir from 1963 to 2013, under direction of our first two directors, Ed Duncan and then Terry Waite. When the choir was first formed, handbell music was pretty scarce. Mostly people played hymns straight out from the book on bells. And so our founder, Ed Duncan, wrote and arranged many pieces for us. So that CD has a lot of renditions of pieces that you won't find anywhere else. So if you enjoyed us tonight and would like to take our music home with you, I invite you to check those out in the back. One of our adult chaperones will be able to help you with those. Again, thank you so much for being here this evening. We wish you all a safe and happy season. Merry Christmas.